Okay, boys and girls, so today we're going to go and do 2016 question 3. It's axonometric and we're going to try the part A here. So let's give the question a read. The axonometric axis required for the isometric projection of a torch are shown. The elevation, in view, and a 3D graphic of the torch are also shown. Draw the axonometric axis as shown is part A, A1. Part A2, draw the given elevation inclined at 15 degrees as shown. Part 3, draw the given end view inclined at 15 degrees as shown. So this is the end view elevation, okay? And then draw a completed axonometric projection of the torch, okay? That's your 3D view there. So we've got to get these two started first, and then we'll go from there. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off in the middle of the page, and we're going to start off with our drawing, okay? Now, so pick a point somewhere in the middle of the page. I'm going to pick this point here, okay? And we're going to draw our axonometric axis, okay? Okay, at this point I just want to highlight the fact that I've made two slight mistakes that I just want to kind of highlight here. One is that I keep saying the plan, where in fact if you look up this corner, what we're going to be looking at is the actual end view, okay? And I've just put that in there just to highlight that. I said the plan a number of times, but it's actually the end view, okay? So just to clarify that. The other thing is the focus is a little bit off, and I will fix that later in the video. So I didn't notice for a few minutes, but just keep with it and I will fix that, okay? Thank you, and keep watching. And then if we look at the total height, we've got a height of 65 plus 25 is 90, 115, okay? So let's make sure we have that height first. Oh, looks like we're going to be very close to the edge here with this question. I'm using an A3 sheet, so that's why I'm kind of pushing it so far up the corner. So we said it's a full width of 76. Okay, so I'm going to mark my 76 here. Okay, and then let's take this angle via sliding set squares, and let's go here. So let's roll this up. Now, so we've got a total, we said we had a total height of 115. Okay. Mark my 115 there. And again, just using sliding set squares. Just going to roll it up. Okay. Now I know my last little corner there isn't quite on the page, but I will get to that. Now I'm just noticing my focus is slightly off. Now, should fix this there. So we've got that there. So we've got the main square of it. Okay. Now let's find the center. So it's a total width of 76. So that means if you come in 38, you'll find the center point. Okay. So 38 is there. Draw our center point up through it. Like so. Okay. And then I'm looking at this here, I'm looking at the question. So if we go along this center point up, we get to this point here, which is up 65. And that would give us, that point there will kind of be the center of our two circles. Okay, so if we look at the question here, we've got an R21, and an R21 is the small one, and then R38 is the larger circle. Okay. So I'm just literally going to draw a line out from the center point. I suppose I better keep that parallel to keep everything perfect. You can see it already was parallel, but wasn't using the right method. And the second one is R21, like so. Now let's draw our two circles in. Now, this second circle is actually dotted, which I will get to dotting that later. Okay, perfecto. Now, so if we look at the next part of our question, we can see here that it's kind of got the outer part here is solid of 50. So let's draw that in. 25 and 25. No, again, just using our side set squares. I'll actually extend that line on, but keep the lines nice and light, okay? Sometimes you see me drawing lines in a bit heavier, and that's because I'm videoing, okay? So, along these lines here, we're going to look at drawing them up. So we're going to draw a line across at 65, and then we're going to draw a line, sorry, beg your pardon, not 65. We're going to come up to 65 and draw a dotted line across, come up to 90 and draw a dotted line across. So let's just mark 65 and 90. 65 and 90. Okay. Now I'm not going to worry about dotting these lines just yet, because I haven't gone over this in heavy yet, but I will do that later. Now, the next part we're going to do here is we're going to look at putting this dotted line in here, okay? And it's not actually marked in the end view, but it's actually the size is 55 up, so that dotted line there is 55. So I'm just using side and set squares again. Side and set squares really is just the main kind of tool used here. So we're all but nearly finished. So what we've got to do now is just add in our kind of the top here. So it's kind of like the handle here. So it's got a width of 18. Okay, so width of 18. So it's got it goes 9 either side, and I think I'm just about going to fit that on. So mark 0, and then mark. We said 18, so leave a mark. Sorry, 18 is here. Leave a mark there. Now, again, just using side and set squares. Draw a line down. And draw a line down. Okay, you can see I just about fit it on the page there, about 2 mil. So that is everything finished on the plan. I'm going to go over this now, and I'm actually just going to put it in with pen. Again, don't use pen. As students, don't use pen. I'm using it just so I can make the drawing that little bit clearer for you. Okay, so now we've got the plan, or sorry, the end view, beg your pardon. The end view absolutely finished out. Okay, so that's that complete. I've gone over heavy there just to make it that little bit easier for you guys to see, okay? Now, I'm going to do the exact same process. I'm going to draw the elevation here. So, let's get going on this. So mark out 70 mil again. Okay. Then I'm going to draw a straight line up. I always like to draw the straight line because it just makes it that bit easier to mark your 15 degrees, okay? So again, this question is asked that we draw the elevation at a 15 degree angle. Okay, so just use your protractor, mark 15 degrees off normal, and draw it in like that. Then you can use side and set squares, like so. just to come in and to draw our piece in here, like so. So right away the total length of it, if we add it up here, so we've got 20, 80, 25, 12, so that's 100, 125, 137. 137. It's always a good idea to kind of draw the entire shape out in terms of a big kind of rectangle, because if you've gone over the size or gone over the page limit, it'll just give you an idea, okay? Especially if you're like me now, drawing a question that should be drawn on A2, actually on A3. Okay, that's good. Now, so let's add together the total height here. I suppose we've got the total height already. It's over here in the in view, and it is 115. So I'll come up 115. Oh, looks like I haven't been lucky here, and that I'm probably going to miss out. It's going to be slightly too big. I'll just catch it in here. Again, if you're drawn with that 115 is just there. If you're drawn with a piece of paper that is the correct size, you should be fine. I am not, however. Go straight there. Draw across, like so. Oh, looks like I'm just about going to make it. So, first steps first, we're going to start off in this corner and start drawing from there. Okay. So, we're going to come in 20 mil from this corner, like so, and then up 55. Now, when we've done that, what we'll do next is we'll move on and we'll mark on 80 on from here. Oh, so what we've done there is we've marked 80 on, and that 80 on is giving us up to this point here. Oh, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mark up a total height of 90. Okay, so 90 is going to bring us kind of up to the back of this here, okay? So we're going to mark up 90. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So if we look at this now, right, we're going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find this center point on this line here. So this is the center point here, and it's up 65. Okay, up 65 from there. Now, that's perfect. So we're going to mark up 65. Draw a line straight out across. Okay. Now, so these are the two circles that we're seeing here. Okay. So one is in R38. So we're going to mark this. That's the larger circle, which is here. Goes out right to the end. So we're going to mark 38 from this point here down, and then that's going to be drawn across for 12 mil. So that's going to create that lip there, and then we're going to draw up like so. So let's put 38 on our piece here. That's 38. Now if we mark 76 and 0, okay, let's mark 12 mil in while we're at it. 12 mil there. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're literally going to roll that in like so. Okay, draw that upwards. And just going to copy this angle here. Again, slide and set squares. Draw it across. Draw that across there. Perfecto. And we know that the smaller circle here is an R21, so let's mark that in there. R21, 21 plus 21 is 42. Perfect. Connect these guys up. And we are nearly there. Okay. So that's the front of our piece. Oh, I actually just drew that to the wrong point. So that point and it goes to 21, which is just about there. It's not there, it's there. Sorry about that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mark in for this piece here. So we're going to mark in 10 and 10 for the handle. and 10. Just draw a straight line upwards. Like so. It's going to make off the start of our handle. No, so let's come back here. We've got the start of our handle done. So that's 10 and 10. And then we're going to, it's got a total height here of 115, and we're just going to mark down 100. So we've already got that 115 line there. And we're just going to mark down 100, okay? Or down 10, beg your pardon. So let's mark down 10. And let's mark back 60. So mark back 60 from this line here. Okay. Perfect. Mark back 60. Okay. And then the angle at which it is so that's 60 points where it starts to go downwards, okay? And it actually goes back at a 60-degree angle, okay? So if we get our slide and set squares out again, roll it up, slide and squares, roll it down a little bit. That's the angle there, okay? And it is a total gap here of 10, so there's 10 mil in between the two of them. Okay, copy that angle, bam, up like that. All we have to do now is bring this angle straight across. Like so. Okay, that's us. We're done. Done with the elevation. Now, so I'm going to go over this with pen, and just to make that clear for the next part of the video. Okay, so let's get going with the actual making this into, let's go going with the axonometric part of this question. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our elevation here, and we're going to take the points down from the elevation. Okay, so we're going to take them down 30 degrees. Okay, so that's in line with your crow's foot here. Okay, so I know that this bottom point here, okay, there's going to be 2 points along that. I'm going to take the cutout for this piece here later on stage. Okay, so I know those 2 points are along these 2 parts here. So let's bring our line down through here. So again, it's at 30 degrees. Okay, like so, and like so. Okay, so straight away my 2 points here are located there and there. Okay, now I brought those 2 points down, so what I can do is I can bring the points here, this point here, straight down at 30 degrees, like so. Perfect. So I've got the bottom here, so this is almost like the bottom plate that lies here. So all the lines when you're working in the axonometric are going to be straight upwards. Okay, so they're going to be vertical lines. So we can draw these lines in nice and vertical here. Okay. Now, so we want to locate the kind of the top of this torch, or the main body of the torch. So we've brought the line straight up here in the axonometric view, and let's bring points straight down at 30 degrees from the elevation. Okay, so this point here and here are going to be the top of the main body of this torch, and this point here, so here and here are going to be the back. So that's the kind of the front of the main torch and the back. Okay, so we can connect up these lines. Like so, and that makes up the main body. So I can't quite go over that hard yet because I don't know exactly what can be seen with this front, or the front kind of the bulb of the torch. But I can kind of go over with pencil. So I'm going to take the cutout now. So this cutout is like 55mm up here in the elevation. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to bring it across, like so. So I know that cutout is a line at the back, so we'll go straight across like so. Okay, so that's my line at the back. Now that won't actually be seen, so that should actually be broken. So I'll put that in broken later. And that cutout is kind of the triangle which is connected to here is here. So let's bring this down at 30 degrees. Okay, bring that down at 30 degrees. We'll just connect up those 2 points. Okay. And in our piece here, let's put this in broken lines. Okay. So that's our piece there. Now, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a second until I bring up this piece here, the lamp here, because that's where the circle is and kind of the main difficulty of the question is. Okay. So I'm going to finish off this piece here, which is like the handle. Okay, so we know this goes on the top surface. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll start off at the bottom here. So we'll bring this line down like so. So we brought that line down from the elevation. Okay, so let's locate that here. So
Gabriel, Nikita, if you're on screen, you call down to the office, please. Gabriel, Nikita.
No. So I'm just going to finish off my end view here, just slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in this broken line here. Okay, so it can be seen just there. Okay. So I'm going to take my pen, finish that off. Okay. So if we look at here in the end view, right, that is directly located, and we can bring it down to we can bring it down 30 degrees, and that will find us kind of like where this lies in the axonometric view. Okay. Okay. So let's bring it down here from the end view. Okay. And we know it's along this line, so it starts along this line here. So let's have a look here. At this point here. So that's going to be 1 point. And that's going to go straight up vertical, because we know all lines that are vertical here are also vertical in the axonometric. Straight up like that. Okay. And let's bring the line down. Like so. Okay. So that is the front of our that's the front here of our handle. Okay. So we've gone up and brought it down from here. Okay. Now, so let's continue that line back to 30 degrees. Okay? Like so. So we've taken these 2 points, this is the top here. We've taken that back and we've brought that back at 30 degrees. And we're going to do the same. We're going to take down the back of our handle here. Okay. And we're just going to bring that down. So bring that down until it hits these lines here. So this is in line with this. This. Okay. So we've worked out the 2 points here. So we brought them down from this. Oh, look, I've labelled it incorrectly. So it's actually coming along this line, which means it's here and here. Okay. Now these come back at a 60-degree angle, so we have to locate these 2 points. So straight away, I know they're going to be along the bottom, so they're going to be in line with these 2 points here. So we're going to bring down these back at 30 degrees. Okay. And we come up here to our elevation. Down. Okay. So I brought these 2 lines. This is kind of like the back here. 1, 2. Okay. So that's going to be a solid line. Okay. Okay. And what we just have to do now is just to find the other angle. Now, so what we'll do is we'll find this point here. So we know this is along that bottom line there. Okay. And we'll just bring it back 30 degrees. Okay. And let's bring it straight up, because I know all the lines here are going to be, all the lines that are vertical are just going to be vertical in the axonometric. Okay. Now what we've got to do is we've got to work out this point here. So that's actually going to be viewed also in our end view. So we know it's a 10 mil gap there. Okay. So let's mark that into our end view. So let's mark 10 mil down along here. Okay. That's kind of the handle. And let's mark a point across there. Okay, so we mark that across. And we're just going to bring that straight back. Okay. Where that hits this point here. That's going to be like the bottom part of our handle here. Okay. So got that there, and I know that's going to go back in a line until it comes to this point. Okay. So let's bring this point down. Okay. So I've brought that point down. And so I've brought this point down here, and I am going to now locate the point where it is on the ground here. So it goes from here to here. So we located here, and then we're going to find this point here. So I've already brought that down, straight along this line. There you go. So we're going to connect those 2 up. Now, so I want to locate the far point, because there's going to be a little 3D line going in here. Okay, So that point there is just there in the end view. We've already brought that down. So it's along this line here, and it's going to be just there. So we're going to draw that in. Like so. Okay. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go over the lines heavy in my axonometric. And that's just to display, make it a little bit easier for you to see exactly where I'm drawing. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone over this part here in pen, just to make it a little bit easier, and that gets rid of also all our lines here, so you'll just be able to see the lines that when we break up this circle here, it's just going to make it a little bit easier on you to see. So, first things first, we're going to go and we're going to slice up the front of our torch here in the elevation, and then we're going to transfer the point over here into our end view. So, I've already got a few points done here, so I'm just going to go over them in green. Okay? So suggestion in terms of, you can make this any measure you want, but I would suggest making them 10mm segments, similar to what I have. Okay? Now as long as they're all equal, that's the important thing, is that they're roughly equal. So if you have your 10mm segments, okay, so I've broken them, this is the center point here, okay? Okay, so that's the center one there, and you go out 10mm every time. And what that does basically is it breaks up into, you almost slice up the 3D shape so that you can draw it in 2D. Okay? So, I'm going to do the same thing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my compass here, and I'm going to measure it out along the center point. Okay, so I've got a center point line here in my end view, and I'm going to just measure it out. Okay, so you're taking the slices from your elevation and we're marking it in our end view. Okay, so the next point, and again about a 10mm gap in between those slices is absolutely perfect. Okay, so just transferring it over like so. Final one there. Now, so when you've done that, what I want you to do is just take the slices like so. Okay, So I've taken the slices and I've just transferred them over from this point here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually label these slices now. Okay? So I'm going to put this one as 0, this one as 1, this one here is going to be 2. Okay, ignore that one there. This is going to be 3, this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that's going to be 14. Okay? So, along this center point line here, I can tell you that I have slices at 4, 11. Along this line down here, I have slices at 3 and 12. On this line here, I have slices at 2 and 13. Along this line here, I have slices at 1 and 14. And this point here is 0. Okay. So let's move up one. So we're going to go 5 and 10, 6 and 9. This one here, I'm going to have slices at 7 and 8, and that's just going to be the top there. So we'll call this point 02. Okay, call that point 0. Just label that in there, point 0. Okay, so that's the initial setup and labeling there of our piece. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer these points down and into the axonometric view. Okay. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone over this part here in pen, just to make it a little bit easier, and that gets rid of also all our lines here, so you'll just be able to see the lines that when we break up this circle here, it's just going to make it a little bit easier on you to see. So, first things first, we're going to go and we're going to slice, up the front of our torch here in the elevation, and then we're going to transfer the points over here into our end view. So, I've already got a few points done here, so I'm just going to go over them in green. Okay? So a suggestion in terms of, you can make this any measure you want, but I would suggest making them 10 mil segments, similar to what I have. Okay? Now as long as they're all equal, that's the important thing, is that they're roughly equal. So if you have your 10 mil segments, okay, so I've broken them, this is the center point here, okay? Okay, so that's the center one there, and you go out 10 mil every time. And what that does basically is it breaks up into, you almost slice up the 3D shape so that you can draw it in 2D. Okay? So, I'm going to do the same thing here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my compass here, and I'm going to measure it out along the center point. Okay? So I've got a center point line here in my end view, and I'm going to just measure it out. Okay, so you're taking the slices from your elevation and we're marking it in our end view. Okay, so the next point, and again about a 10 mil gap in between those slices is absolutely perfect. Okay, so just transferring it over like so. Final one there. Now, so when you've done that, what I want you to do is just take the slices like so. Okay. So I've taken the slices and I've just transferred them over from this point here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually label these slices now. Okay. So I'm going to put this one as 0. This one is 1. This one here is going to be 2. Okay, ignore that one there. This is going to be 3. This is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that's going to be 14. Okay? So, along this center point line here, I can tell you that I have slices at 4, 11. Along this line down here, I have slices at 3 and 12. On this line here, I have slices at 2 and 13. Along this line here, I have slices at 1 and 14. And this point here is 0. Okay. So let's move up one. So we're going to go 5 and 10, 6 and 9. This one here, I'm going to have slices at 7 and 8, and that's just going to be the top there. So we'll call this point 0.02. Okay, call that point 0. Just label that in there, point 0. Okay, so that's the initial setup and labeling there of our piece. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer these points down and into the axonometric view. Okay. Now, seeing as we found all the points here and we've broken up here, let's start drawing. Okay. So let's take down point 0. So 0 is first. We're going to take it down from the elevation, okay, and then draw it straight down, like so, into the plan. So it's at 30 degrees down from here and 30 degrees down from here. So that's your first point, okay. We'll label that as point 0. Okay. Now, next points we're going to bring down are these 1 and 14. So bring it down like so. Okay. Let's bring point 1 and 14 down. Okay. Like so at 30 degrees. And that's going to be your point 1. And this is going to be your point 14. No, not quite long enough. There you go. And that's going to be point 14. So basically we're just building the circle up as we go. Okay. So the next one is, I'll bring it down from the elevation. Right. 2 and 13. And 13 is going to be along this line, so 13 is coming down from here. Okay, that's 13 and that's 2. Okay, so let's bring this point here down, like so. 3 and 12. Okay. So we know 12 is on this line. So that's going to be point 12. And then 3. Okay, so 3 and 12. Okay. So next point is actually that center line. So we're going 4 and 11. So it's going to be along that line there. So 4 and 11 is on that line. So bring it straight down. point 11. We haven't brought 11 down yet, so let's bring that down. That is there. It's on this line, so that's it there. 11. Okay, so that's 4 and 11. Alright, so we're starting to see it, starting to come out. And then we're going to bring it down at 5 and 10. Okay, so we brought those two lines down. Bring them down here from that. Okay, so we brought that down here. So this is going to be 10 along this line here. 10. And then 5 is on this line here until it's down. And that's going to be 5. Okay. So let's bring 6 down next. 6 and 9. 6 and 9 is coming along here. Okay. And 9. Nearly there now. So this one here is going to be 9. 9, and that's fine. 6 somewhere along this line here. Wow. 6. And 7 and 8. Okay, so 7 and 8 are on those two lines. Bring 7 and 8 down from here. No, sorry. It's on this point here. So 7 and 8 are on this line here. It's going on this. And that's 7 there. And 8 is coming along this line here. Just there in the middle. So that point there. Okay, so that's 8. Okay. 7, 8. And the last point is point 0. Let's bring it over. Okay. So point 0 comes down and it hits at this point. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw it in a nice freehand curve. Okay. So I found all these points here. So I'm going to go that in a heavy, just to kind of make it a little bit more pronounced. So what we can do now is we can put in the second circle here. Okay, so this is actually a little trick with this. It makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so we know that we've already brought the lines down here. Okay, so what we have to do is just have to almost locate them here. So we've got a point 0, for instance, up here. Okay, so we have a line going back at 30 degrees already because we brought it down from the in view. So what we can do is we can literally just bring this line down here, where that collides here. That's going to be our next point 0. Okay, so we've taken the line from here. Instead of here, we've taken it from here. Okay, and we're going to then bring this around. So next point down. Point number 7 and 8 is along this line here. And that just hits there. as the next point. Okay. And the next one is point, sorry, I actually never marked in the 0.8 there, so that's along that line. That's it there. Okay. Now it's kind of important now that you understand that part of this won't be viewed, so I'm just going to go over it lightly first and then figure out what I can see and what I can't see and then draw from there, okay? So 0.5 and 10. Let's bring this over here. So wherever that hits 5, so 5 is here. Okay. 5 and 10. So 10 is here. Where is this line? So this line. It's there. Just that point there. Okay, so that obviously goes from, I haven't drawn it for 9 yet, so I have to bring 9 back. So line there goes through 9. Okay, so we'll draw that back. So where that hits 9, which is just there. Okay, so that goes back through 9. There. Yep, that's the 0.9 there. Okay, so that's going to be like the last point that we can see. And then we've got 9, 10, 11. Bring this line straight back. We already have a line going straight back through it. Okay, and where that hits 11, it's the next point there. Okay, so that's now we're not actually seeing that, it's going to be in a broken line. Okay, and then the next time we're going to 4, so we're looking at the point 4. So it's this point here, there's already a line going through it. So it's 4 and 11. We already have the point 11, so 4 is on here. It's there. Okay. 3 and 12. This going back here. So 3 and 12. That point there, the line going through it already. 3 and 12. So 3 is at that point there. Okay, we still see that. And 12 is right here. Okay. 3 and 12. So this is entirely just kind of locating points. I notice that one is missing from 6. So it's this goes through this point here. It's that right there. Make that up. Okay. And sorry, actually. Slightly further out. That one there. Okay, so we'll just dot that in there so you can see it, and then three and 12, 2 and 13, okay, so it's going to be on that point. Okay, it's going to be there, and 13. Okay, and 2 and 13, 1 and 14, we're nearly there. 1 and 14, we can straight down through here. Okay, so it's going to be along that line there, and that's going to be 1 and 14. So along that line, yeah. So that's 1, and then 14 is here. Okay, and then the last point then is 0. So on that line there, that's back to 0. Boom. So this line here is obviously, we can draw this in straight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that in kind of freehanded with the pen, just so I make it a little bit easier for you to see, and also I'll clean up the lines. So by doing that, it'll just make the next part just that bit more visually easy to see. Okay, for you guys and girls. So obviously, like the inside here, we can only see, we can't see it in direct vision, so it's with a broken line. Okay. So that's what the lens here looks like. Okay. Now, seeing as we found all the points here and we've broken up here, let's start drawing. Okay. So let's take down point 0. So 0 is first. We're going to take it down from the elevation, okay, and then draw it straight down like so into the plan. So it's at 30 degrees down from here and 30 degrees down from here. So that's your first point. Okay, we'll label that as point 0. Okay, now next points we're going to bring down are these 1 and 14. So bring it down like so. Okay, let's bring point 1 and 14 down. Okay, like so at 30 degrees. And that's going to be your point 1, and this is going to be your point 14. No, not quite long enough. There you go. And that's going to be point 14. So basically we're just building the circle up as we go. Okay? So the next one is, I'll bring it down from the elevation. Right, 2 and 13. Two and 13 is going to be along this line, so 13 is coming down from here. Okay, that's 13 and that's 2. Okay, so let's bring this point here down like so. 3 and 12. Okay, so we know 12 is along this line, so that's going to be point 12. And then 3. Okay, so 3 and 12. Okay. So next point is actually that center line. So we're going 4 and 11. So it's going to be along that line there. So 4 and 11 is on that line. So bring it straight down. Four and 11. We haven't brought 11 down yet, so let's bring that down. That is there. It's on this line, so that's it there. 11. Okay, so that's 4 and 11. Right, so we're starting to see it, starting to come out. And then we're going to bring it down at 5 and 10. Okay, so we brought those two lines down. Bring them down here from that. Okay, so we brought that down here. So this is going to be 10 along this line here. 10. and then 5 is on this line here until it's down, and that's going to be 5. Okay, so let's bring 6 down next. 6 and 9. 6 and 9 is coming along here. Okay. And 9. Nearly there now. So this one here is going to be 9. 9, and that's fine. 6 somewhere along this line here. Wow. 6. And 7 and 8. Okay, so 7 and 8 are around those two lines. Bring 7 and 8 down from here. No, sorry. It's on this point here. So 7 and 8 are on this line here. It's going from this, and that's 7 there. And 8 is coming around this line here. Just there in the middle. So that point there. Okay, so that's 8. Okay. 7, 8. And the last point is point 0. Let's bring it over. Okay. So the point 0 comes down and hits at this point. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw it in a nice freehand curve. Okay. So I found all these points here. So I'm going to go over that in a heavy, just to kind of make it a little bit more pronounced. So what we can do now is we can put in the second circle here. Okay, so this is actually a little trick with this. It makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so we know that we've already brought the lines down here. Okay, so what we have to do is just have to almost locate them here. So we've got a point 0, for instance, up here. Okay, so we have a line going back at 30 degrees already because we brought it down from the in view. So what we can do is we can literally just bring this line down here, where that collides here. That's going to be our next point 0. Okay, so we've taken the line from here. Instead of here, we've taken it from here. Okay, and we're going to then bring this around. So next point down. Point number 7 and 8 is on this line here. And that just hits there. That's the next point. Okay, and the next one is point. Sorry, I actually never marked in the point 8 there, so that's along that line. That's it there. Okay. Now it's kind of important now that you understand that part of this won't be viewed, so I'm just going to go over it lightly first, and then figure out what I can see and what I can't see, and then draw from there. Okay. So point 5 and 10. Let's bring this over here. So wherever that hits 5, so 5 is here.
Okay. 5 and 10. So 10 is here. Where's this line? So this line. It's there. Just that point there. Okay, so that obviously goes from, I haven't drawn it for 9 yet, so I have to bring 9 back. So line there goes to 9. Okay, so we'll draw that back. So where that hits 9, which is just there. Okay, so that goes back through 9. Okay. Yep, that's the point 9 there. Okay, so that's going to be like the last point that we can see. And then we've got 9, 10, 11. Let's bring this line straight back. We already have a line going straight back through it. Okay, and where that hits 11, it's the next point there. Okay, so that's, now we're not actually seeing that, it's going to be in a broken line. Okay, and then the next time we're going to 4, so we're looking at the point 4. So it's this point here, there's already a line going through it. So it's 4 and 11. We already have the point 11, so 4 is on here. It's there. Okay. 3 and 12. He's going back here. So 3 and 12. That point there, the line going through it already. 3 and 12. So 3 is at that point there. Okay, we still see that. And 12 is right here. Okay. 3 and 12. So this is entirely just kind of locating points. I notice that one is missing from 6. So it's this goes through this point here. It's that guy there. Make that up. Okay. And sorry, actually. Slightly further out. That one there. Okay. So we'll just dot that in dark so you can see it. And then three and 12, 2 and 13. Okay, so it's going to be on that point. Okay, it's going to be there. And 13. Okay. And 2 and 13, 1 and 14, we're nearly there. 1 and 14, going straight down through here. Okay, so it's going to be along that line there. And that's going to be 1 and 14. So along that line, yeah. So that's 1, and then 14 is here. Okay, and then the last point then is 0. So on that line there, that's back to 0. Boom. So this line here is obviously, we can draw this in straight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that in kind of freehanded with the pen, just so it'll make it a little bit easier for you to see, and also I'll clean up the lines. So by doing that, it'll just make the next part just that bit more visually easy to see. Okay, for you guys and girls. So obviously, like the inside here, we can only see, we can't see it in direct vision, so it's with a broken line. Okay. So that's what the lens here looks like. Okay. Okay, so there's one last bit here to finish in this drawing, okay, and it's actually this inner circle. So we're going to see this kind of, so it slopes inwards this circle. So we've got to locate these points, okay. Now we've already got our slices broken up here, okay. We've always got the slices broken up in our original video here, okay. So we can use those again. So let's go and kind of relabel them as such. So this point here, so for this we're going to just take the slices that actually slice through our circle, okay. So this is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that point there, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we've got a total of 8 points. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start off by figuring out where that bottom point is. Okay, so we're going to bring it down at 30 degrees, like so. Okay, we know that it comes down at 30 degrees in view, and we know that it's at this point here. That's point 0. Okay, like so. It's on that line, and where it hits this, that's our point 0 there. So that's we know our point 0. That's easy. So let's put our points up here in the next. So we'll go. Here is 1 and 7, 2 and 6, 3 and 5, and the top is 4. So at that point there. Okay. So we already got point 0 marked there. That's point 5 and 7 along this line here. Okay. So that's 1 and 7, not 5 and 7. 1 and 7. They will come down like so. Where they hit this line, which is coming along here. Okay, so let's extend this line a little bit. Okay. So 1 and 7 comes to this point. Okay. So we have 7 along this line, so let's bring 7 down. So that's 1, and this is 7 here. 1 and 7. Okay. So we know that's going to go around and down to that. Okay. Now the next one that we're going to do is we're going to view, we're going to find 2 and 6. 2 and 6. This first one. 2 comes down along this line. It goes out to hits this point. 2. Okay. So that's going to be it there. Point 2. So let's have a look for point 6. So straight along this line here. Back, that's a little bit off, so we'll take down our own 0.6. So it's going to hit along that line. So this is going to be 0.6 is there. Okay, so I'm going to go over this just in pen there, so it makes it a little bit easier to view. So that's 0.1, 2, 6, 7, 7. Okay. Point 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, perfect. So let's get 3 and 5. We're nearly there now. There's not actually that much to go. So bring the line straight down. Okay, so 3, let's bring it down. Okay. So 3. Yep, that point there. Three. Sorry, 3 I've got, and I'm looking for 5 as I'm looking for. So bring 5 down there. Okay, so I know it's along this line here. That's it there. Now, my last point, point 4. Straight down from here. And bring the height here. Okay. That's point 4. Okay. So, let's start drawing this in. So after 0.5 to 6, it looks like it goes to a hidden dotted line. 0 is here. Okay. Then 1. Cool. So let's go over that in pen. Let's have a look at it. Okay. Now, obviously, we're going to have from point 1 out here. It's going to be kind of like an overlap there. So we can draw that in. So that kind of almost makes it appear 3. And then from point 4 to the back here. So just like this. It's going to be it. So that's our torch. Okay. It's that point there. So that's our torch complete. Obviously there's a huge amount of lines there, okay, so it's a tough drawing in terms of how to break up the circles here. But it's great practice because you won't really find 3 separate circles where you have to break them down in any other exam question.